Siren just... Actually,
well, it depends.
I'm not going to say it. I've told you so, but a couple of times though when you heard the siren, I thought, gee, that's not loud.
It was hard to hear.
And in the climactic end...
Now, what are they? They're giving St Kilda a free kick. Was that Baker after he kicked the ball? This is an interesting discussion. Wouldn't it be nice to be a fly on the wall?
Or is it the Lenny Hayes is having a go at Connolly saying, get out of here. Lenny Hayes and Connolly are in dispute.
Well, this is appalling.
Well, this is bizarre.
The siren was so hard to hear all day long. But it depends. The players appeared to hear it after the umpire had blown the whistle to ball it up, so it can't go then.
Robbo's up to Chris Connolly.
Now Baker is getting another kick. Baker is getting another kick. Well, that last score can't stand surely if he's got the ball again.
And was the umpire abused by the players for not calling time?
No, unless he got dumped after he kicked it.
Where's Mickey? Mickey's out in the ground. Everybody else is too. Michael, what news?
Well, I tell you what, absolutely mass confusion, as you can see. I saw the clock go down off the TV screen, right? So I'm waiting for the siren. Now, as you said, the siren has been faint all day, so I'm standing on the boundary line. Mass confusion with what is going on at centre-half forward. So Chris Connolly doesn't know, the St Kilda players don't know, and neither the Fremantle players.
Did you hear a siren? Did you hear a siren, Mick?
To be perfectly honest, I didn't hear the siren, but I saw the clock go off the screen when it's supposed to have gone off.
Well, the Dockers put their hands up and were appealing that they heard it.
Well, how did he get the point then? In comes Baker, and Baker has kicked another point. Does the previous point stand? We have no idea.
We're going to have to wait on the goal umpires to go to the centre of the ground. They will confer, and really, we don't know who's won the game or drawn the game.
Or was the previous point not counted, was it? Was that
Well, he waved the flags, didn't he? He waved the flags. They may have cancelled it. I didn't see him cancel it.
Well, we'll wait on the goal umpires. They're the most important men on the ground at the moment because they will confer scores and then they wave the flags to give the all clear. We've got to cancel from... That's the
yes,
cancel.
they've cancelled it. Okay.
But Baker must have been pushed and dumped. So at the moment on the board we have 13-16-94 St Kilda, Fremantle 14-10-94. Scores are level on the board. So the goal umpires now conferring in the centre. And they... Let's go down to Robbo, who's got some clarity with it, with the umpires.
Just went and spoke to the umpires. I've got Chris Connolly walking towards me now. Now, Chris, hang on 1 second. Just spoke to the umpires. They did not hear the siren, and that free kick was given to Baker after a poor disposal back to Baker. Now, your feelings on today, mate?
Well, the siren had gone, and Byron Shemmer told the umpire the siren's gone. The umpire on the bench thought Hayden Kennedy had heard the siren. All the players had heard it. It was before the bounce of the ball, and the game was finished.
Now, what do you think of the umpires saying they didn't hear the siren now?
Well, look, that's the facts of what happened. And, of course, when the umpires heard the siren go, the game's over. The next thing, it's balled up. So, look, the AFL will take it into their... we'll have a good look at it. But the right thing's got to be done.
Certainly does. It's very disappointing to end on a game like that, especially with Fremantle's probably dominated this match from the go.
Well, look, really proud of the guys. We really fought it out, and we knew that it's such an important game for both clubs in the context of the year, and it was always going to go to and fro, and it was a great contest, but the right thing's got to be done. The team that deserves to win when the siren goes deserves the 4 points, and that's quite clear. And if the boot was on the other foot, we'd accept that too. The siren went before the ball was balled up. Byron Shemmer told the umpire. The umpire on the bench thought Hayden Kennedy had heard it. We're already up, shaking hands. It had finished. It was a tough, tight contest, and I'm sure the AFL will make the right decision.
Chrissy, just one more. What do you go and tell your Dockers? What do you go and tell your players? There'll be frustration in there. There'll be tempers in there.
Oh, no, we move forward now. We've got to, really get ready for next week's game, and the guys are really seasoned campaigners, but... it'll be, we'll start setting ourselves up for a big contest next week.
Okay,
thank you.
Thank you, Robbo. On the spot, Johnny on the spot, Michael Roberts. Now, guys, so what we'll do here, I mean, this is a bizarre ending to a contest here. Let's go back to the last few seconds and see if we can pick it up and judge on the reactions of the Dockers players. Who's the coaching staff?
You might. Okay. Let's listen to this.
Tune in.
siren can't go then because the umpire has blown the whistle.
They're all put their hands up. The first original shot, I think it's Mundy in the bottom of screen, hears the siren and puts his hands up. Now Baker, does he get dumped after it? Yeah, he gets contact after the kick. Yeah. So he can have that score stand, or he can elect another kick. And now he's elected another kick on the chance that he could kick a goal and win it. But if you look at that, and the guys downstairs will roll it again. If you look at the first one, you have a look at the bottom right-hand corner. It's the blonde boy. I think it's Mundy. Puts his hands up in the air. He hears the siren.
Okay, well, watch the umpire on the left as well when he calls for the ball. So who calls for what first? But
okay, let's watch again and see how we go here.
It hardly gives any time regardless.
Thornton.
It's almost instantaneous. I reckon the umpire did blow the whistle before the celebration. No, but there's no time left. Anyway, as soon as he bounces it, the siren should go.
Yeah, so that's in the game there.
Yeah, that's where it ends. Right there.
Yeah, our shot clock's already run down to 0. And if there's such a thing as counting below 0, we're in minus time left.
The other thing that intrigues me is that Michael said the umpire's explanation was poor disposal back to Baker resulted in him getting a free kick. Well, that's not right. I mean, that's not right.
In what way?
Well, it can't be right, can it?
He was stumped after he kicked it. So Baker was stumped after he kicked it,
but
he elected to have his kick again.
Now our clock, just going back to that point too, our clock disappeared at 0, so it's gone. And I made the point just before they were going to bounce it that I wanted to see the clock. Yeah. Sort of a subtle move to sort of get the director to put it up, and it had gone. But, well, if what the umpires said to Michael is that after a poor disposal back to Baker, he got the free kick, it's got to be 50 metres.
No, Baker was dumped after he kicked it.
Yeah, but the poor disposal back to him is what they said. I don't understand that explanation. If that is what was said, where does that figure in this? If he's got the free kick, it's not given back to Baker correctly.
Either way, whatever the explanation is, this is the worst result for the AFL that is possible for the year. This has been a disaster.
Most bizarre finish to a match I have seen.
It's been good, though.
And there's a lot of changes and turns in the forks in the road here today. One man who rode every bump was Grant Thomas, and Michael Roberts is with him down in the change rooms right now.
Tomo, I've got you right now. You just stepped out at... gee, how do you take that? The umpires see what they see and they adjudicate, and you've drawn a pretty exciting match in the end.
Yeah, I suppose it was exciting for everyone at the end. I don't know if it was that exciting for us, but, we just had pretty much a dog day afternoon. So, to get out with the draw, I mean, you take it, but it seems a bit false, really. I suppose Freo were the best side all day, and we played as bad a footy as I've ever seen us play. So, and our decision making, our whole intensity and everything was way off. But draw. Well, it's better than a loss. That's about it. But who knows what's going on?
It was chaos, really, wasn't it?
Well, I haven't seen opposition coaches out there in the past directing players where to go when the game was. It was quite laughable. It was absolutely very funny.
Tomo, did you hear the siren? Did you hear the siren?
No, there was a lot of yelling going on, so I got no idea what was happening. That's footy, isn't it? That's life. But people are in charge of the game, and it's up to them to do what they see fit. Sometimes we agree, sometimes we don't.
We do. Take the draw. Well done.
We'll take the draw going.
Will he take the draw?
Absolutely. Grant Thomas said, well done, Michael. And that's about it. We're wrapping up here on a bizarre day at Aurora Stadium. A draw between the Saints and the Fremantle Dockers.
Sunday Football, a presentation of Nine's Wide World.
The 2006 Toyota AFL Premiership.